What's up, y'all? Happy Wellness Wednesday. It's King Rip, you feel me? Y'all, y'all have a beautiful midweek, you feel me? Obviously, you feel me? So, yeah, just made a killing today with the Metro, too. From Willowbrook, from, what's the, Harbor Freeway all the way to Willowbrook, all the way down to Compton, all the way back from Compton all the way to Firestone. You wouldn't believe how many council coaches there. And guess what the topic is, ladies? He don't want you. He don't want this no more. Oh, just hate crimes. You get what I'm saying? Against females, against their own council culture group. Who wants this? Like they playing tug of war with this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I just came to do what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got a list for me already. Do you get what I'm saying? And a lot of them is leaving that. You get what I mean? But that particular sector, they're not, and they're flipped. They're gone. I already know my worth. Y'all know your worth. You feel me? Like if they want anything, they gotta go and do what they gotta do with take care of their legal issues. You get what I'm saying? But as far as me, like, I don't want to hear hate crimes against females. I don't want to hear hate crimes against children. When I see grown individuals working for the Metro, literally instructing people that's nasty and sick and running around like, oh, we need to do this. Oh, hold on, let me go over here, let me do this, and then try to act like they want a conversation. I gotta deal with that where I gotta lay my head. I gotta deal with that when I go over there to see the whole thing. They see the whole damn thing. You feel me? When I go to group, when I come back on my way there and on my way back. Everybody see the whole damn thing. You feel me? And then all up and down the street too. Okay, this is worth it. I know my worth already. But what they're showing in the light is what they hid in the darkness. I'm not saying this to be conceited. I already let the feds know. Like I told y'all a few videos back, a few years ago, I told y'all, our group been doing this before, during, and after this whole group was started even trying to figure out what is this, what is that, this melt group. And they just happen to be council culture. That's treason. I ain't into nothing that's treason. I'm too loyal for that. You feel me? So for somebody to sit back and be that damn twisted while we having a Wellness Wednesday, when I hear, oh, we don't want no shiny people, we don't want this, but they want to come around. Oh, we don't want them around females, but they want to run to exploit the females and then run behind children. They literally showed every tactic that they used to try to get people locked up, jammed up. Talk the same boring talk about how they want to evict somebody, get somebody kicked out, get somebody locked up, get somebody to talk to themselves and all this other stuff. Like you got to understand when the mind frame is gone. When the mind frame is gone, and then they looking like toe up from the flow up. Like, come on, you need to go and get yourself checked out because something is not there. I should know. Do you get what I'm saying? So for somebody to sit back and claim they got this job, that job, and you know what's the funny part? I'm sitting back and I'm with y'all. I'm like, look, I'm finna make a gang of money because I already finished my college work for the 8th week. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm done with that already. I already did the first group. The second group I could do any time in the week. So for them trying to waste time and then they're explaining whatever situation happened that they were trying to create the situation for me, trying to piss me off by being petty and ignorant and stupid, and then turn around and then try to act as though their mouth, their movement, and their confession is going to get me locked up. Nigga, they ain't locking me up. They already said that already. You get what I'm saying? Like, who the hell is going to come around me trying to act and do all this stuff? That's why these officers are pissed off, because they put themselves out there and tied themselves to treason. Do you get what I mean? So for them sitting back and pretending and then turn around and then you hear sirens. Come on, my nigga. As soon as you hear sirens, all the hideousness pops up. All the unwashed, all the bad hygiene pops right up. Because we already know they can't wash. That's why they told everybody in the pandemic, wash your hands and wash this. They was letting us know flat out, like, this is a dirty group. They can pretend all they want to. They're not washing. Do you get what I'm saying? And then they show up to places like that where we're catching a transient to get somewhere. So I let everybody know who wasn't council culture that was America. You feel me? Y'all hear these hate crimes? They're not thinking about, who's going to school. They're not thinking about who got to get to work. They're holding everything up because of their pettiness and trying to pretend. The same way they be holding, the same way they be even holding their phones. Do you get what I'm saying? Think about it when they, literally, think about when they get right there. They're catching the transient. We're catching the transients right there, and then we're hearing the same damn idiots try to pretend that they can due process railroad us. This is why nobody can approach anybody. This is why they gotta sit back and make their terrorist threats on, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do that. No, you're trying to discriminate, which is a hate crime. You're claiming your actions, which is a crime, and then you're turning around and trying to hold everybody up with me as an excuse. And you're supposed to work for the transients, and you're paying attention to your rigged Wi-Fi from a different system from that county jail. And you rather listen to somebody from that jail than your job description that you put your signature on with your job description. And you don't see the treason in that. You don't see the illegalness in that and all those federal crimes. You get what I'm saying? Like, understand this. For everybody who is actually going somewhere, you feel me? That I already, I reached out to them, and it is what it is. We sat back and we just looked at them like they were stupid and ignored them. Because we're getting somewhere. We have places to be. We don't have the time to deal with tantrums amongst a group of council culture, which is treason, by the way, and sit back like they just want to interrupt somebody's life like it's a protest. And then they sit back and show they ran to their children, they ran to this, they ran to that, and then sat back and just like they was just trying to be annoying on who wants Jesus, who don't want who he wants, and like this is our sexual orientation. I didn't disclose that to anybody. The feds know that already. Do you get what I'm saying? And I already warned this group that the females are finna get me, because that's what I'm into. That's why I told y'all before, years ago, we've been doing this before, during, and after. Them being nosy in somebody else's business and then trying to be crusty and bend over, that ain't cool. The funny part is, as soon as those sirens played and how many nasty individuals came out and ran their sorry selves up the stairs on the podium just to talk identical and look identical to the next person on their camera system. And then Metro is sitting back looking at me do the chi-ching. You get what I'm saying? And then they just get mad and start trying to exploit each other. Like, I didn't go up there for that. I'm one of those where I don't have to go out and look for sex. I get plenty of attention and I know how to balance that out. I'm not imbalanced. I'm not going out there to literally to go and have to look. I have to pull my phone out and try to pretend anything with anybody. I don't need to. That's the difference between alpha males and alpha females. We don't have to go out of our way to do a damn thing. And people are known to come up to us to solve their issues. But with this group, they are the issue. So you can possibly imagine, like, just a few days ago, a gang of stripes, a gang of high-ranking officers was throwing theirs away too, at 7th and Hope. Made a video about that too. And then today, on Wellness Wednesday, you feel me? You have these individuals, which was high ranks in the Metro system. Now, I don't know if y'all remember about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King, but nobody can literally step to you and tell you where the hell to sit. That's over. That was a hate crime. That was participating with segregation. And since they ran pretty much to all the nastiness, all the stank ones that's been being told, literally the piss and doo-doo on their own property that hired them, equally gave them an opportunity to hire, and they sat back and wiped their buttocks with their hands just to sit back and let it be known they don't give a damn about our country. That's all I heard today on the Metro thing today, from Willowbrook over there in Compton, and then back to Firestone, and then back to Harbor Freeway. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if they're throwing their jobs away, like I told y'all, they know they're being charged, they're throwing their jobs away. They shouldn't have never tried to play anybody. They shouldn't have never tried to play anybody. It was so easy to just take care of your legal stuff. If you had any innocence, you should have lawyered up. You should have did what everybody else that was a part of that group did. Why wait and hang on to the last minute because you want to do the last few hate crimes to the few females that you got left? that obviously don't want nothing to do with that, but they're still tied to you, and you making it seem as though it's all a game, and then y'all looking feeble and sick because you're dying from a gang of STDs and other medical issues. That's not normal to have people have creases in their faces and their eyes look weird and suck into the back of their head, trying to act like they look cool smoking, or trying to talk like they street. Ain't nothing street about that. With a phone in their hand with the same idiot voice and their phone, identical to one another. So realize how far gone council culture is, how weak and feeble they are. They cannot sleep. Do you get what I'm saying? So they're already delusional. They can't testify against anybody. So everything that's being used against them, pretty much they can testify against themselves and each other, but nothing to do with our country. They can't even call it in. They too busy texting back and forth. Do you get what I'm saying? So understand, when niggas don't want to hear terrorist threats after 9/11, that's boring. That's boring. If they're gonna throw their lives away, okay, so be it. If they're gonna use my name as an excuse, like they don't got no other topic to talk about, okay, they're boring. Okay, I get that. But don't try to act like, you know, this is a tug of war where I'm finna point my private areas at and act like I'm finna just jump in the trash and the bowels of hell. Do you get what I'm saying? That can't wash, and that's supposed to be a sign of, oh, well, he don't like, you know, females. I don't like them. They're counseled. I don't like them. I don't care what they are. When I say I don't want to hear nothing against women and children or this country, especially against me, I don't want to hear a damn thing. I don't care what the excuse is. If they're going to have that conversation, they can have that in the trash can in the dumpster on their own. Not future fake that they can lock me up with officers in their phones, trying to use them like we're supposed to just do this when it's fighting for my sexual attention. Like, come on now. Every time y'all see them even try to talk to me, oh, he did that, and then the next one, after that one get disrespected and he fly away into some corner to pout, then the next one try to come up. Oh yeah, you know, I tell him, and I just brush them off like, nigga, get out of here. I'm not attracted to none of y'all. You ugly. God don't like ugly. I got the right to feel that way. Do you get what I'm saying? And they don't have the right to talk against our sexuality. So trying to put females in general, this was a problem. Even Congress said about council culture, they're predators. They're weirdos. So when we see them with their type of females, this is why all the real females they tried to smear. With them, they was just back and forth trying to figure it out. You feel me? With them, they were just back and forth, while the other females that wasn't even trying to even hear or see they dumb. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they're jackasses. The hell, you just gonna run here and then you're gonna admit you did something wrong with your own system just so you can try to create a future faking environment. Like, all on the street of on the Firestone station, they had all types of trash posted right there to try to play whatever message they think they had on their personal phones with their connected to their Bluetooth. Like, that's supposed to be amazing to me. And then there's up and down the street where like the fire department, the police department, all that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's so stupid to have a tantrum that damn bad. And then you're saying with your own mouth what you're trying to do, your criminal intent, what you're trying to do, why you're trying to do it, and why you want the results you want, and how you don't want it tracing back to you or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? This is common stuff that they talk about on 24/7 type of thing. So I kept my Wellness Wednesday. I still prayed over y'all. I still shined on y'all, and I stayed there purposely just to make enough more money. Why they switched, they ran, they switched out, and they couldn't handle it no more because the other two was acting bougie. So they ran, they got somebody else, and they said, oh man, this is crazy, man, this is crazy. Like, no, it's not. You just got Americans getting to where we got to get to, and you're trying to block us. You're trying to hinder us because you want to confess your crimes. That's it. That's all. I don't give a damn about your sexuality. That's protected by federal law, but you're not going to speak on ours. Period. So of course I looked straight through them, and they switched out, and then they all got out of there, and then a higher up dude, some bald-headed dude with skinny legs, walked up there in a two-piece suit, confessing the same damn thing. That's how deep that went. with the metro, and that's why they constantly, you know, do bias hiring, and they'll try to hire somebody that look identically to them, because they thought that that was just, you know, if I'm leaving, then this person will take my spot. And no, you're actually trying to block people who are good candidates for that job that don't believe in that stuff. They're not going to sit back and play Simon Says and Where to See That and musical chairs, because soon as this one failed at the same damn confessions, there's finna be another idiot that's gonna try to come and sit around and play their phones and have the same damn idiot confessions, reading line scripts of niggas that died already. That's how stupid council culture is. Do you get what I'm saying? So no, it's not, oh, we want to provoke this man. I understand, and make people look like they're crazy. I understand. Every predator thinks that way. When they try to victimize somebody and then run back, or you're crazy, but we're not on camera being filmed doing this. Those are solid evidence against them. So we're over that. We know we're getting paid. They know we're getting paid. So them setting each other up to get fired and all this other charge stuff, that's where we're at right now with them. We got our paperwork and check. We're just adding on. What they're doing is they're putting charges on each other. And it's tracing back regardless to the department, because they shouldn't have been telling them to do a damn thing. That's not protecting and serving. They shouldn't have tried to use their illnesses against nobody in our country. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm literally like, I laugh at them and smirk it off, because them trying to signal coughing and sneezing and all of a sudden, like, that don't mean a damn thing in our country no more. COVID's gone. You know what I mean? So understand the repeats, and why I told y'all just look at them like doodle in the toilet. As they go around in circles going down that drain, they're taking everything with them that's a part of that doodle. That don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Everybody that's in the mix of anything because of, you know, unfortunate relationships or unfortunate, you know, family members that tried to play pity like a narcissist would do, and then turn around and try to act as though they don't care about their family, which is true, they don't. They don't believe in none of that. This is, y'all have to do that in court, because y'all gonna sue anyway. Feds already know about y'all and they know about them. Y'all gonna sue anyway. They're not hiding. That's just what that is. You feel me? So nobody gives a damn about that. That's not smearing you. That's not doing nothing like, oh, one of the dudes ran to his sister and then tried to act as though he's supposed to be the choice of the day. And I'm looking, and then she started looking at him like, you're in the men. Why are you using me to try to be or make him angry, where he's not gonna be to me, but he's gonna go and pay attention to you? And the first thing you can say is, that's what I need. Like, I don't need him. I don't need him at all. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, my choices, it will always be with females. Their choices is twisted. I'm not indecisive. Them trying to illegally approach somebody alone is a hate crime. Just because somebody sat back and plotted it out and had them looking stupid, trying to offer their diseases that they're dying from. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not clicking to them. It's not gonna click to them. And them creating their own problems, and then you see the fire department right there playing the sirens, and then turn the sirens off. Like, you're abusing what they gave you. That's illegal. And then all these weirdos posted up while people are trying to get through to go to school, to go to work, to drop their kids off. They just, we gotta be exposed to this tantrum. That's how stupid the council culture is. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how dumb they are. There's a proper place for those who may not know, and they know because they're snitches, but their way of trying to take people with them that ain't going. You feel me? You gotta either Crime Stoppers, they got that. They got LA-vs-hate.org, or you get 211 it. They got that. Do you get what I'm saying? Their own transient intercom is against them, and letting it be known report this, report that. Like, we're supposed to just sit back and play Simon Says, go sit over here, go do like this segregation stuff. While everybody that was American is sitting back and we're posted. We just look like, and they're talking to each other like they're all underages in kindergarten. Do you get what I'm saying? And trying to figure out something about somebody else, which is also violating HIPAA law. It goes into all types of stuff that these idiots is just stupid. That's why, like there is no conversation. There's a problem. There's the workplace, because they showed that too. You know what I mean? Predators in the workplace. We're going to set this situation up, and then this person is going to come and talk to me, which I'm the problem as well. And then we're going to try to make these threats and all this stuff. And we're just, no, we're not doing that. Nigga, we got the right to do this. We got the right to catch the damn metro. That's transients. We got the right to equal housing. We got the right to, you know, the equal opportunity to even work, to be in school. We got all these rights to choose what we want to do and who we identify ourselves with, from our ethnicity, our background of origin, everything of what it is. There is a law protected by federal behind that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they got to really knock that off with this wannabe tug of war. Because it's not for what, when I'm looking this way and somebody ugly gonna jump in this way and we're gonna, you know, like, nah, that's not getting my attention. I'm looking straight through you. You ain't nothing. That's not pissing me off how you got your hygiene and conduct. That's not pissing me off. That don't got a damn thing to do with me. And they wonder why us Americans treat them the way we do. They wonder why we don't talk to them. They wonder why they always been rejected, and they wonder why they the only ones constantly showing they envious and jealous of something to do with somebody else that ain't got no damn business to do with them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that is stupid. So yes, niggas made millions today, flat out. You know, that's the important part. Because I'm going to invest it back in my country. I'm going to invest it right back into y'all. That's on that list. You get what I'm saying? To have children with me, because I'm not cheating flat out with a garbage can or with anybody. Because that's how I'm taking it. Do you get what I'm saying? When y'all came correct and y'all deserve that respect, then that's what the hell it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Not for somebody trying to pretend, but they're running to their own family members. They're running to bums. They're running to a phone. They're trying to cross-dress in every filthy way that they can, and dirty rags, excuse my French, dirty rags, you feel me? And trying to get my attention because for what? Well, we're going to look stupid so it can make you mad. Like, that ain't me, nigga. You feel me? So y'all have a Wellness Wednesday, but just to let y'all know, you know what I mean? Like, those situations that's been happening with the transients, they're behind that with the department. You feel me? Those males, because ain't no females doing that. You feel me? And when it comes to the transients, how they're running to their females to get them fired and all that other stuff, if they're participating with it, they deserve that. I don't make excuses for nobody. They deserve that. If you can call yourself running to a child and trying to exploit them and have them go here or do that, or you're creating the unsanitary environment at your own workplace, didn't DOJ just sue LA County Jail for living in filth and working in filth? Why is the filthiness always around this group of council culture? And wonder why they played in the homeless environment being bums. They're the trash in our country, so we're cleaning it up. It's simple. You feel me? So yeah, y'all have a Wellness Wednesday. You feel me? Like, we're going to have that regardless. They're going to have their complaints because they don't like our country. You feel me? That's why they're treason and we're not. Simple. You feel me? But y'all have your Wellness Wednesday, and we could do this again tomorrow. Because it really don't matter. Like, they tried to do that with the transients. Guess what? To get to my destination, I could catch 45, 81. I did that, like I told y'all. I'm finna make money. I'm finna get everything up out of their dumb selves, their positions and everything, because that's going to another American. That's Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 12. That's going to somebody else that's in this country. Long as we get the trash out of there. We print our own money. Nobody gives a damn about that. You feel me? It's getting rid of the problem. So if they want to make some more money, I can call them prostitutes now, and I'm not sleeping with them, period. You feel me? That's why I call these males prostitutes. That's how they act. That's how they exploited themselves. That's how they belittled themselves in front of their families, in front of their friends, in front of their communities, and ran to listen to a man on the phone that they want to hear talk. Because it damn for sure ain't me. Y'all see all the trouble they go through trying to get somebody to talk or look like them, a dumbass. You feel me? That's not finna happen. So when y'all see me out there, like I said in the last video, do this, that cha-ching, yeah, y'all know what that is. You feel me? That's also them being charged, because with those lawsuits, that's what it is. Like, if you don't know Penal Code 646.9, they're also being charged. It ain't just, oh, they're suing us and we're going to stick around. No, they're also being charged. Those are all federal offenses that they're doing anyway. So, you feel me? We finna get it.